Hello. I'm Raylene McDonald. I was not planning on going live tonight because I was just super tired. I actually fell asleep on my couch at 6:30 this morning or tonight. And I was like, well, I guess it'll be an early bedtime, but you know what? I'm here. So let's do a hi, Alyssa. We're gonna do it. I don't feel like getting ready, but I gotta get ready kind of look. How about that? Hi, Hillary. When you're hopping on, say hello. This is later than I ever go on, so I was like, I don't even know if anyone's on here. So if you're hopping on, say hi. Okay. I wanted to make sure we got some last calls for our face trio for the kudos because it's going to be gone tomorrow. So let's get that out of the way. Okay, let me find all my stuff. Hey, Sean. Hi, Hillary. Hello. How are you? I'm just going to put on. Yay, I'm so glad you can catch up. Hey, Jennifer. I'm going to put some primer on. This is available in our bundle or trio this month, which ends tomorrow at midnight. I know it's been a long time, Alyssa. I'm so glad that you could catch my vids. Hey, Kristen. Is this a better time? I normally go on around 8:30, but we shall see. So while we're letting that dry, I'm just gonna throw on some of my Victoria Splurge cream because this is a lifesaver. Hi, Nikki. Throw this on my whole eye. If you're watching the replay, which means you don't see this red box that says live up here, make sure you come at replay so I can say hello. If you are watching the live, let me zoom this in. Boom. If you are watching the live, make sure you say hi, and if you could share this, I would really, really appreciate it. And if you want to be notified when I go live any other time, just tap the screen and then click follow and then see first, and you'll be notified whenever I go live. Okay, so we got the Splurge cream on. This is just going to be a great base. You could wear this just as is. You could use it underneath other eyeshadows. So I think I'm just doing something simple because I feel like I don't really want to put makeup on today. I mean, if we're being honest. I need to lower this, but my tripod keeps breaking, so I'm kind of nervous. Okay, so we'll just try our best here. We're just gonna try our best. I'm just gonna use our fluffy brush, and we're gonna do one color, like super simple, right? What is my one color going to be? I'm going to use Gullible. It's just a matte brown. Simple, right? Matte brown. Can't get easier than that. We all got a matte brown. Let me get my mirror going up here. Hi, Denise. Rather than baking. Oh, girl, I got you the setting powder. Okay, so the setting powder, you can bake with it. You're going to use it all over your face to set all of your makeup. And you can use it to mattify your lipstick and make sure your lipstick doesn't go anywhere. And I can show you how to do that. It is awesome. The setting powder is amazing. I waited a couple months to buy it because I was like, this is not that important, but I use it every day now. Like, that's like one of the products that I do not miss. Hi, Melissa. When you're hopping on, say hello. So I'm just using a matte brown. I put our Splurge cream shadow and Victoria's on, and that's just a nude cream shadow all over from my lash line all the way up to my eyebrow. They both are going to set your makeup, but you can do more with the setting powder. You can use both. You can use one or the other. The setting powder I like because it mattifies your makeup and it puts a veil over your, it's kind of like buffs out any imperfections. It covers up imperfections and almost like a filter, like a Snapchat filter. That's the best way I can describe it. So like when you know when you put a Snapchat filter or an Instagram filter, it kind of just smooths it over all the imperfections on your face. That's what the setting powder does. I'm not sure how else to describe, like a better description other than a filter. I use both when I am, like if I have a long day, where I need my makeup to last, or if I'm going to be outside, I use both. Otherwise, I just use the setting powder most times. I use the setting spray a lot of times to dampen my eyeshadow brushes when I'm putting eyeshadow on, to get my eyeshadow to last longer too. So I'm just blending this out. Blend, 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 blend. So nothing crazy here. One color, right? Yeah, it lasts forever. It lasts so long. I use mine every day. And I mean, sometimes more than once a day when I'm doing like on the weekend if I'm shooting like a video or something. It makes me sound way fancier than I am if I'm taping videos. And it lasts me 4 months. So it lasts a long time. It lasts a really, really, really long time. Okay, so we got our one shade. This is just gonna give us like a little color. Nothing crazy, just is gonna let us look a little bit more put together. Yeah, the Kudos is a crazy deal, and it never goes on sale. So when they announced that they were doing foundation, and then now the powder foundation is included in that, I was shocked, because they never, in the last 6 months, I've only seen foundation go on sale one other time. Okay, so I'm gonna do, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm already out of my, like, darker than my normal winter shade, so I'm ready to get a darker shade. So I'm sure you guys are too if you guys tan at all. I mean, if you've been outside for a couple times, you're already starting to get tan. So my normal color is Scarlet. This is our liquid foundation. It's like liquid gold, Photoshop in a bottle. It gives you amazing coverage, and it's super, super light and easy on your skin. This is really good for people. You could get a second Kudos, and then you can get more product. That's what I did. You get 2 sets of Kudos, and then you can mix and match. So I'm going to mix my winter normal foundation color with a darker shade, which is Chiffon. This is like 3 or 4 shades darker than what I normally wear. Hi, Erin. And or you could just get unless you could just get powder added on, like just order it. And there's still free shipping. I don't know how much longer it's going to last. I mean, smart. You get a ton of stuff for really cheap if you get 2 Kudos. So I'm going to mix these 2 together. So if you are at a point where you're like, I'm going to be getting darker soon. Hi, Missy. I would get a summer shade, and the reason why I recommend this, I just get 3 to 4 shades darker than your normal shade. You can use this darker shade to mix in with your winter shade as you get more tan. You can also use this as a contour, a subtle contour, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to do my light shade, which is my normal winter shade, all over, and I focus it like on the inner part of my face. And watch how it's going to cover up all of this redness around my nose and my cheeks. So this is too light for my face. So we're going to just warm all this up. This is a great way to save some money, because I have had plenty of foundations where in the past that I bought them, and then summer comes around and I get more tan, then they just sit and I can't use them for 3-4 months because I'm too tan. Well, then by the time I'm back to in the fall, when I'm back to the normal winter shade, it's like bad. It's gone bad. So this is a way to get some good use out of it. So buy a shade that's 3 to 4 shades darker, or even darker, depending on how much you tan in the summer. You know better than, you know best. And then you can just mix them together and kind of create your perfect shade as you go. That way you're not buying a bunch of different shades. And in the meantime, like in the winter, you can use this to contour. So I'll show you what I mean here. As you can tell, I didn't really put much of the dark or the lighter shade on the outside of my face because I'm going to contour with that. So what I'm going to do is put a couple drops. I'm going to put 3 drops. Let me just get that down. Of this darker shade, and I'm going to put this where I would normally contour. We can probably do a little bit more than 3 if you want, but we'll start with 3. Hi Taylor, hi Stacy. Hello, I'm so excited that you guys are on right now. Normally I do them late. Should I start doing my lives later? Normally I do them like 8:30. Maybe I should start doing them a little bit later. And so I can add a little bit more here. I didn't want to do too many. Just add a few more drops. Hi, Al. Hello, hello. My son is the same way when we watch videos. Hi, Lauren. Ooh, look at that name change. Yay! Hi, Gabrielle. When you're hopping on, make sure you say hello. If you have not shared, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. The share button is down below. And then if you're not sure if you're following me or you want to be following me, just tap the screen and click follow and see first, and you'll be notified when I go live. And I actually posted a picture in my Weston and Eve, my VIP beauty group, of kind of like a cheat sheet on where to contour and highlight. Contour with the dark shade. So it's pretty subtle. I mean, it seems like it's going to be scary. But if you just do a little light and you can kind of blend it, you could also do the darker shade first and then kind of blend it in with your lighter shade. But if it's like not right, you can always just kind of go over it. It's super random. So my business name. So, okay, well first I'll just tell this. So this is my cheat sheet on how to save money. You can contour, highlight, winter shade, and summer shade. 2 products. Bing, bang, boom. Especially if you don't want to do all the actual contour and highlighting. This is a subtle way to do it without having to do a lot of work. Okay, Weston and Eve. So what happened, I'll explain this while I'm putting on my concealer. Thanks, Taylor. What happened is when I don't know if I was pregnant with my daughter or I had my daughter, but I think I had my daughter. I was like, I don't want to have to go back to work. I want to find a way that I can stay home and like be home with the kids more. So I was trying to think of a way to make some passive income that I could be doing like after hours, like something I could do to make some more money while I was like, on my own schedule. I didn't have to go to like a job for. So I was like, I'm going to start a blog. And so that's what I did. And then my name, what I called it was Weston and Eve. And it's kind of random, but Weston is the street, is my street. And then Eve, hi Madison. And Eve, well, my maiden name is Everett. So there's that. And then Eve is just, the night before something great, right? So something great's about to happen. That's where I got the name. So I already had the website. I already had an Instagram name for Weston and Eve. I was already working on building that up. And I kind of was like dabbling in it, but I had already started working on building that like name, I guess. So then I thought, well, Raylene, when I started this business, I said, well, I'll just keep the Weston and Eve going and have it be Weston and Eve Beauty, and then that way I can kind of have it Weston and Eve is the overarching brand, and then Beauty is one of the brands, and there could be other things too. Weston and Eve, whatever else I decide to do with it. But that's where that came from. Long story. Okay, so we're just putting on some rose water on my blending bud to get it damp. And then I'm going to blend out all this concealer. This seems like a crazy... I know everyone thinks that. I do like that name. My niece's name is Eve. Hi, Carly. I know this like concealer highlighting part seems like a lot of work, extra step. But this makes a big difference when you do this. Makes a big difference. And I have really dark circles, so if I don't do this, you can see them pretty bad. This helps to cover them up. Hi, Ashley. If you were going for like a super quick look, you could just not do the concealer and just stick with the 2 shades of foundation, and then that would give you some definition around your face. The thing is that you have to think about when you do, when you're using a full coverage foundation, is it truly brings your face to one color, which seems like that's what you want, but your face normally isn't one color. There's dimension, there's shades, there's lighter, there's darker. So when it's all one color, it makes it look like a doll, like not real, you know, like a Barbie. So you want to bring shape to your face. Otherwise, it just looks like a big circle. You know what I mean? So you gotta have the light and the dark. It's gonna help contour it, chisel it, make features, accentuate a little bit. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. So we're going to just throw some bronzer on. I'm not going to do any more highlight. I'm just going to throw a little bronzer on to brighten up my face. So, I mean, for the eyeshadow, it's like super simple. Hi, Beck. This is actually, I just got it from Eco Tools. It's nothing fancy. It's a flat eyeliner brush. But it works pretty good. I just put it on the back of my hand to warm up the product to make it more blendable. It's because the heat of your skin will help to warm up the product a little bit, and then I feel like it blends easier when I do that. And I sometimes will just use my finger to put it on. The blending bud, the damp blending bud is really what gets it applied well. I like to use the brush though so I can get a nice like straight line on when I'm cleaning up my makeup, because I am a mess with my eyeshadow. Alright. Where's my blush? We could, you know what? Let's skip blush. We're doing a fast look that we don't, you know what I mean? We're doing like a whateverness kind of look, so let's just skip the blush. Let's just skip it today, ladies. Hi, Latanya. So now we're on to our setting powder. This is my Instagram filter in a jar. Snapchat filter, whatever you want to call it. Oh, my lips are chapped. Hold on. I need my bonbon. Yeah, the setting spray on a damp sponge. Damp sponge. Okay, so here we go. This is our uses for our setting powder. I also forgot to put mascara on and do my brows. So we got that going for us. Okay, so you can bake. What baking means is you just put a ton of the setting powder under your eye, and then the heat of your body will set that powder into your face and help make your makeup stay all day. So I don't do like the full baking. I use a smaller brush to really get in under my eye because I use a lot of concealer under my eyes. It can crease easy. So I make sure I put setting powder under there and get it nice and applied right up to my lash line. And see the difference? I mean, they both had concealer, but the setting powder's in this face and on the side, and see how it just kind of blurs out like those divots? Hey, Megan, the setting powder blurs imperfections out. It's got like light infusing properties. I probably am using the wrong terminology. But basically, the light hits it and it helps to deflect and blur out imperfections. So you don't see that divot there. It's on both eyes, but this just kind of like blurs it all out. So this is your best, oh, that was my eyeball. This is gonna be your best friend. Isn't that crazy, Hillary? I love this stuff. Yes, it is, Madison. It's the setting brush. This works out perfectly because I was trying to like get my big fluffy brush. Hi, Courtney. I should get my big fluffy brush all up in my eyes, and it didn't work very good. So this way I can get a really good, I really like this. This is like, and I like to use it for highlight too. It's like a perfect highlight size. A little highlight action. Yay! Your setting powder you just got today? Or your brush? I love setting powder. Okay, I gotta do the rest of my face. So that's for your under eye. I do that first, especially if you're putting concealer there so you don't get the creases under your eyes. I want to make sure I get that nice and good. Yay! You're gonna love your powder. And then for the powder, hey Megan, for the rest of your face, I just use a big fluffy brush with my setting powder, and then I just use it to buff out and blend everything. So, I mean, you kind of could tell that it's not all, my bronzer is not blended very good. I just kind of use this brush to do all my blending. Get a nice, beautiful veil across my, oh, I did some work on my baby hairs with that one. That was a good one. Boop, boop, boop. So I have dry, if you have oily skin, you definitely need this because it's going to help prevent the oil from seeping through. It's going to keep you looking matte all day. If I have dry skin, and I love this stuff, it's not too drying, it doesn't cake on your skin. The one thing I would recommend, because I've learned this out the hard way, is I would not put this on, like if you put your concealer on, I would let your concealer sit for a minute or so, like finish the rest of your makeup. Yes, your setting powder is going to set your makeup. There's no pigment to it, so it doesn't change the color of your product. It doesn't dull your product. It just sets it. So it doesn't, like, my contour is still there. I always thought setting powder was going to make my face look more pale and was going to cover up my makeup or move it around. But if you're using a big fluffy brush like this, it doesn't mess up your makeup. It's not going to change it. It's going to look exactly the same. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, for the concealer. So I would make sure you let your concealer dry a bit, because if you use a ton of, I shouldn't say a ton, if you use a lot of concealer like I do, you're welcome. And then you put this on top, it sometimes can appear cakey only because you're putting like powder on top of something wet. That makes sense. So it's not dried yet. So it's like when it does dry, it's like the powder trying to dry on top. I don't know if that makes sense, but I have found it looks better if I let my concealer dry for a second. So I put my concealer on, I blend it out, and then I do my bronzer or whatever, and then I finally, after that, I'll do my setting powder. It looks better. If I put my concealer on and then right away I put on my setting powder, it doesn't work as good. I just need to let it dry a little bit. Okay, I gotta do my brows so I don't look awful. Let's just use that same color as our eye. This is pretty dark, so I'm not going to use too much. Save some money. We're talking about saving money here. Get you a good deal. Okay, the same brown that I use on my eyes. Boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. I'm just going to fill in my brows a little bit, and not anything crazy. Just kind of get those sparse areas filled in so that I look a little more put together. Alright, so we got that part done. I'm going to do my mascara, and then I'm going to show you how you can make your lipstick matte with your setting powder. Get one more use out of it here. Do you guys make mascara faces when you're putting on your makeup? That's been so hard for me when I do my lives to not only not make a mascara face, but also to talk while I'm putting mascara on. It's really hard. I didn't expect it to be this hard. Did not expect that. Mine are always so silly. I'm just gonna do one quick coat because truthfully, one coat of Epic is like 3 coats of regular mascara anyways. And we're doing quick makeup, right? Look at the difference with 1 coat. It's insane. Hi, Brandy. Oh my gosh, my foot. I need to sit in a chair and not like on the floor like a toddler sitting Indian style. All right, so we're getting this coat on here. Boom. 1 coat. Like, okay, so this is how, we didn't use that much stuff today, guys. This is insane. So we had 1 color eyeshadow that we also used on our brows. We have 1 coat of mascara. We're using our 2 foundations. Hi, off to bed. Night, night. Like this is a very condensed makeup look. You get a lot of use out of it. Okay, now to show you the setting powder for lipstick. Let me find a lipperoonie that's not already matte. Ambitious, that's a dark one. Sorry guys, I gotta find a good, oh, we can use this color. This is a brown, but we'll use this color. Yeah, we'll just use this one. This is Stuck Up. And this color is Stuck Up, and we're just gonna put this on, and then I'm gonna show you how to use your setting powder to make it a little more matte. And I always make a mess of my lipstick. Okay. All right, got that on. Now, to show you, so this is a creamy lipstick, right? We want to make it matte. And matte just basically means the shimmer is all out of it. Get a powder, there we go. Trying to find a powder brush. Take your setting powder. And I would recommend doing this with a brush that's not your regular foundation in case you get some lipstick on it and you don't want to, unless you're going to clean it, then you're good to go. Thanks. I like this color. I didn't expect to like brown, but here we are. So you just get a good healthy portion on your brush here. And you just pat it on. Okay. So now it went from a creamy lipstick to now it's matte. And it sets it and it's not gonna go anywhere. So it not only mattifies it, but also makes it go anywhere. So if you're somebody that's kind of like, you like the idea of the matte lipstick look, but you're not really sure if you want to invest in it, using the setting powder is gonna help it not only mattify it so it looks matte, but then it also doesn't go anywhere. It will not go anywhere. So this is a great, great, great multi-use product that I love. I was the first to admit I was super skeptical of it, and I thought it was like a scam, another thing that makeup companies tell you need to have, just like primer. I'm like, oh yeah, of course I need primer. Hi Katie. But it's gonna save you a ton of money in the long run. Let's put it that way. Same with my primer. So just before I get off, to remind you what we got going on that ends tomorrow, is this is available in the Kudos. So you can choose between concealer or primer. Both these are gonna last you. This is gonna last you 8 to 12 months. This is gonna last you like 6 to 12 months, depending on how much you use. So you can pick between one of these. You pick between a foundation, a liquid foundation, or a pressed powder foundation, or a loose powder foundation. I don't have the loose powder foundation with me, but you pick between one of those. Hi, Julie. Pick your shade, and then you pick between setting powder, setting spray, a liquid foundation brush, or a powder puff brush. A powder puff brush, yes, that's what they're called. So you pick those 3 items. It's $79. Normally it's going to run you well over $100 for all 3 items. And you get to pick your shade and you get to customize it. My personal recommendations, and I don't know, my lighting just turned yellow, so I apologize. I don't know what just happened. Hope it's not yellow on your side. My recommendation, if you are new and you're wanting to try face products, is to get the primer, the foundation, and then setting powder, just because you can get a lot of use out of them and they're going to last you a really long time. Obviously, depending on what powder or type of foundation you like, powder, loose powder, which is similar to like Bare Minerals, like the loose powder foundation, like that's the type of product, or liquid. But I would recommend that, and you're also going to get the most bang for your buck, because this is $39 and this is $29, so you can pick and choose, but you're going to be technically saving the most money by getting this one. Normally, that's how much they cost. So those are the products. If you really want to get a good deal, you get 2 kudos. Then you get primer, concealer, your summer shade and your winter shade, your setting powder, and then you can get setting spray, or you get a brush to apply your foundation. One of the 2. So you can get all of these items. Let me just grab something for example's sake. So you get 6 items for $158. If I did my math right. $158. So you're gonna get a huge savings, and I also am throwing something extra in. Surprise! If you order a kudos. And remember, they're done tomorrow. So if you are interested, we got to get you color matched and get you ordered right away. We have a color Love Your Shade guarantee that's only for this month. Anything you order this month as far as foundation or concealer goes applies to this Love Your Shade guarantee. You have 90 days from the date that you purchase it to return it, or to say this color doesn't work for me, and they'll send you a brand new shade. Get to keep the one that you have. So that's great for people that are not sure what shade to get because you are getting tan. No worries there. You can get brand new shade if it's not the right one. So anyways, have a great rest of your evening. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye. Love you.